Well, over the past 2 weeks or so, there has been a ton of Marvel excitement. A lot of news with Spider-Man No Way Home, but one thing that has fans fired up is the return of Vincent D'Onofrio as the Kingpin in Hawkeye. Now, we got a bit of a cliffhanger ending with that, and this has caused fans to, wonder about the future of the character in the MCU. And now, Vincent D'Onofrio himself has spoken to that, and he might have slipped a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about what he said, what might be going on, and what the future of the Kingpin looks like in the MCU. Now, before we dive in though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and ring the bell for all the updates. Also, the big giveaway. We got a PlayStation 5 to give away at 25,000 subscribers. All you need to do to get in on our giveaway is be a subscriber and leave us a comment. Also, while you're at it, make sure you check out that free Week of Skillshare down below. It's a spectacular way for you to develop all of your superhero skills for that never-ending war on crime, all while not diving too deep into your pocket. Plus, it really does help the channel, so we really appreciate it. Well, if you're a fan of this channel, you know we've been talking about the rumors of Vincent D'Onofrio returning as Kingpin for quite a long time. Luckily for us, he really did return in Hawkeye, although it wasn't until the 5th episode that it was made official. Now recently, the actor himself spoke with Entertainment Weekly. Actually, they talked with a couple of Daredevil alum, and they actually asked him when he found out the Kingpin was going to return to the Marvel Universe. This is what he had to say. I think it was earlier this year at this point. I heard Kevin had asked for my number. My representative told me that, and he called me. I had no idea what he was going to say. He asked me to come and do Hawkeye, which, as you can imagine, was extremely exciting. I was surprised I had held out hope that Daredevil would somehow survive even after we stopped, but that ended quickly. But I always kept supporting the fans and their excitement about Daredevil, and also got their excitement about my character. But, I never really thought it was going to happen. So it was obviously a pleasant surprise that Hawkeye was one of the things Kevin wanted me to do. It's amazing. Now, the key thing in that quote is, one of the things? Now, obviously, Maya Lopez, aka Echo, is getting her own series, so this could be a spot that Vincent D'Onofrio's character returns. Another place many fans would like to see his character show up is in the next Spider-Man projects. The Kingpin and Spider-Man have a long history, and if you're a fan of both characters, you know this actually expands to multiple other Spider-Man villains. I could totally see our current Peter Parker coming up either directly against the Kingpin or against his minions, which could make for some pretty interesting films. The first thing that comes to mind for me is a return of the Scorpion, Smythe and the Spider Slayers, or maybe even the Hobgoblin. We also saw the return of Charlie Cox in Spider-Man No Way Home, so I don't think it's any coincidence that both Daredevil and the Kingpin are now alive and well in the MCU. Now, you notice I said alive and well, because I don't think for a moment that the Kingpin was killed at the end of Hawkeye. If you read the comics, you know what happened there. And even though Maya Lopez does actually shoot the Kingpin, he does survive the incident. I think that's exactly what happened here. For Marvel Studios to lock down both Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio as these iconic characters is huge for the MCU. And we do know they're pretty much the same characters as the Daredevil series, so how this all integrates into the MCU and how they handle the blip should be pretty interesting. Obviously, we're going to follow the story pretty close. Vincent's Kingpin is one of the best castings ever, and fans do absolutely love his version of the character, so I hope he has a long path at Marvel Studios. What do you guys think? Do you think Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin is going to be in multiple Marvel features? And if so, what project do you think he shows up in next? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you're not going to get any updates. Peace.